I do believe we're ready. Okay, so we're going to continue Phoenix Wright. From, I guess, chapter start? Okay. District Court number 1. Edgeworth. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Ma'am Fay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Edgeworth. Yay. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then. You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, I love Gumshoe's testimonies. They're awesome. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map on the office to explain. Oh, he's so official when Edgeworth is around. He tries to be anyway. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testimony. Maya Fay's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Maya Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Judgy Pooh. No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Murphy's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Hold it! Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. It was a call from the customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay. I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right. Please continue. There were 2 people there already. Hold it. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. Wow, fast reaction time. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. Aww. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Hold it. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Great analogy. Well, he does have a point about her. Oh, poor Maya. She is pretty unmistakable. Aww. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. No. Press all the points! Press them all! I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why is that? What's your reason? Why? She had a witness account describing her. Hold on 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. I heard you say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Now she's pretty pink. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word "Mea" was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. But it's not hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence in the first place? I know. I'm really embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor. Aww. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Now I know which piece of evidence, I know it's gonna be this because she couldn't have. The death was instantaneous. So she couldn't have written a note. I think that's at the end, but I just love going through all the press because of the delicious flavor text. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Ho ho. Then who did write the smarty pants? Who? The killer. The killer. Anyone can see that. Oh? You're saying the killer wrote her own name, buddy? Please. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Edward, the old hair wobble. I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Sassy. So sassy. Yeah, pal. Arg. Well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. Oh, on it The word Mayo was written clearly in blood. Do you have proof it was Maya who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. He sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. What kind of tests were these again? Blood tests, maybe? What kind? Well, I hear they take, bits of the blood, the, goblins, hobgob, hermogoblin, bobbin. Hermogoblin bobbin. Hermogoblin bobbin. Oh, Gumshoe. I think it's hemoglobin. Hermogoblin boblin sounds so much better to have in your blood, though. I refuse to testify on this matter, sir. Oh, Gumshoe. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that is quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I think you can expect a pleasant bonus in your next paycheck. Ooh, Edgeworth. Oh. Ho ho. That was a mess. Right, where was I? Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Ha, nice try. Oh, I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe! Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. Aww. This isn't a movie, detective. It's a game. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess. I still haven't heard many cases, no. I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of the killer. Order, order. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. innocent. She could not have. And this is why. Objection! Yeah. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me. You say that the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could it have? Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When?